Hello, everyone, and welcome to Original Sin, the podcast where we talk about originals, requels, sequels, legacy sequels, remasters,
everything.
remakes. We're both tired.
Yeah.
Man, Lex's camera's really zoomed in. I didn't realize how zoomed in it was.
It's fine. I don't really.
This is a fucked up episode.
Yeah.
Just like every episode of the show.
So what we're doing, our subject for today is a special episode. It's going to be on the Insomniac Spider-Man games.
Speaking of Insomniac, we're both very
We're
tired.
both really tired. This won't get released until like weeks from now, but it's like kind of near midterms time.
It comes out March 28th.
Yeah, so but just keep that in mind. And also I went to a concert last night and didn't get home till past midnight, and I had to wake up at 8 o'clock. So,
I got dragged by a car yesterday.
Yeah. You went through it a little bit more, but we're both tweaking a little bit.
I'm bruised and bloodied.
But yeah,
we're setting an alarm also because Lex has a meeting. So this is like this is a special episode.
Really is
in
a
more
special
ways
episode.
than one.
I did like zero prep for this.
Me too.
I watched like a little bit, but you also just play the game, so you have
one of them.
recency.
Okay. So we have an hour and 20 minutes, give or take, to finish this.
Okay.
Alarm
Awesome.
is set now.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the games, Spider-Man games, they're pretty good. I like them. Do you like them?
I really like the first one. The first one is probably one of my favorite games. But
That's
the second one
valid.
is a letdown, which we're gonna
Okay.
which I'm gonna talk about.
Okay, I didn't think you'd go like straight up into letdown territory. It's pretty extreme.
Okay, so the first one came out in 2018, and when did the second 2023? Yeah, I remember I was playing it like at the beginning of freshman year. Yeah. The first one I think is very like well polished, and I did not play the DLCs, but I know there's a couple DLCs with
They're
like Black
good.
Cat and I think Silver Sable. Is her name? Maybe.
Yeah, and Tombstone.
Yeah, there's a couple of.
I did play those,
but I still think that the game itself is pretty like well polished, even without those. I just thought it was like a cool thing, and there's like a shit ton of content, like
You can keep talking.
Okay, sorry. There's a lot of content. There's like a lot of like side missions, and there's just a lot to do in New York City, which is the setting, obviously.
It's too soon. Please.
Okay, I will keep talking. And so when 2 came out, there was. Actually, let me backtrack. There, in between 1 and 2, there was a game called Spider-Man Miles Morales, where yeah, I thought it was fun.
It was like a half of a game, but
It was half of the game, but
it was still $60.
yeah. And Spider-Man 2 was $70.
I didn't buy it because I don't have a PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, thank you for Lex. Thank you for Lex.
You
thank
should
you
thank
to
my
Lex.
brother.
Thank you, Lex's brother. Is his name Scott?
Yes.
Thanks, Scott.
I don't even know if he watches these, but
He does now.
yeah.
Thank you, Scott, for letting me use the PS5 and the copy of Spider-Man 2 and the cool controller. It's a pretty cool controller.
Yeah.
Yes, please continue.
Okay, what was I talking? Yeah, so there's like a half of a game called Miles Morales, which I thought was pretty fun. I really like his like movement stuff, like his gameplay.
Yes.
With like, because you could do like the big like lightning explosion.
Venom.
And then
Venom.
and then in the second one, Peter, Venom. We get Venom.
Venom.
And so you get like the fun stuff with Peter as in the Venom suit.
He doesn't hit Mary Jane like in Spider-Man 3. Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry. He
doesn't
does
do
become
domestic
evil, but
abuse.
like
Evil, quote unquote. He's
Yeah.
just angsty. Like
he's just emo. Like
actually, no, he does try and kill Miles.
oh shit, yeah.
And when I was playing, I have the suit on that Miles has a cat in a backpack on his
Yes,
back.
I have that suit
So
on.
Peter's
all
trying
times.
to kill Miles, and he's like, "I hate you!" And then the cat's like, "Meow." Best part of the game.
But yeah, I think the second one, I can't remember how long the first one is, but it's like if you spend a lot of time doing it, it's got to be like at least over 20 hours. And I think the story in the second one was like 10, 15. I don't know. It just felt significantly shorter to me. I was able to platinum it like really easily. And Yeah, some of the story beats felt rushed.
Okay, so it looks like it's like 2 hours less story wise, 2 to 5 hours less depending on how quick you are. Let's turn it off. Oopsies. And for 100% completion, it's about like 7 hours less from Spider-Man 1 to 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like they were trying to cram a lot into the second game with the villains like Kraven. We also get like Mr. Negative is in the first one, and is kind of like the starting point of Miles' story. He kills Miles' dad, I think, right?
Yes, Jefferson Davis.
And like Miles is obviously like wants revenge, and then Mr. Negative gets like a redemption arc in the second one, kind of. I think I'm remembering that correctly.
Yes.
And then we have Kraven, we have Venom. Like, it's just there's not a lot of like room
to breathe.
Yeah, it's just like one after the other, like go 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 go.
Yeah. Just really quick, I think what we should do is just establish what the story of these two games
Yes,
is.
that's actually probably a good idea.
The first one is Spider-Man takes down Kingpin, but somehow like unravels this whole like he creates a power vacuum in the city. The Sinister Six forms. His boss, Otto Octavius, becomes Doctor Ock, Coctor Octopus. Aunt May dies at the end.
I remember when I first played it,
I
was
fucking
sobbing.
bawled my eyes out.
I
was telling Rachel about this because she hasn't played these games, and I was like, "Are you gonna play them?" And she's like, "No." So I was like, "Okay, I'll just tell you the story, like kind of like." And I told her about like Aunt May and like all that stuff, and she's like, "Jesus Christ, I didn't realize Spider-Man was like that." And I was like, "Yeah. Shit hurts." And then Spider-Man 2 is basically Peter is like, Harry Osborn, his best friend, was in a coma, and now he's not in a coma. And they fight Sandman at the beginning, him and Miles, and then
which was, let me clarify something.
That's
The
like the
intro,
best.
the intro to both of the games are fucking amazing.
They're really good.
Fun.
But yeah, so they fight Sandman at the beginning, and then Kraven comes to New York to hunt all the villains and kill them because he has cancer and wants to die, and he's trying to kill himself. And then Venom is actually what cured Harry. Venom. The black one. That's a line from the famous movie Venom 3. See the movie. Yeah, we saw that in theaters.
Yeah. Anyway.
Eddie.
There's also like a part in Spider-Man 2 where you just fucking play as Venom, which is really fun.
That was awesome.
Like, I think that was like
sick.
I can't remember when that was, but
it was like
I think
3/4 through the story.
Kraven's like hideout or something, or like.
No, you're in Oscorp.
Oh.
You're like destroying Oscorp, and then you eat Kraven's head.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was like when I saw that happen, I was like, okay, that's actually kind of fucked up. I was not expecting.
Yeah, so that's another thing I have an issue with. Okay, so I really like this game.
You like this?
I really like this game. It's not as good as the first one. Like if I had, so the first one I would say is like probably a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
maybe even a 10.
I don't think there's really anything wrong with the first one. Like it's just that good.
The second one I'd say 6.5 to 7.
Oh yeah, like it's not like the worst thing I've ever played. It's just
the issue is that Spider-Man 1 was so good.
It's hard to live up to that.
You can't, especially when you're trying to have a Spider-Man story where there are 2 Spider-Men. That is my biggest issue with this game, is that they're trying to give Miles a complete arc and Peter a complete arc.
They don't give Miles a complete arc.
They don't.
He gets pushed to the side for Peter's story, and
like I understand why, because Peter's story is huge, and it's like a sequel to his game more so. But why don't you just give Miles another game? Why don't you give him a full game? Because his story is awesome.
He still hasn't gotten a full game, by the way. Like he had like his little like half of a game and then this, but he just doesn't have.
Like, because everything that happens with Miles in the story feels incomplete. And I think Peter kind of does as well, like, here and there. Like, there's a whole arc of him trying, like, almost retiring as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, and it just, by the end, you're kind of just like, okay. Sure, buddy, you do that. And like, Miles is going to be the new Spider-Man, but, like, it doesn't feel like Peter has come to the end of his arc as Spider-Man, and Miles has come to the beginning of his arc as the one and only Spider-Man.
It's just
also, it really bothers me that they called each other Spider-Man the whole game.
Yeah.
Hey Spider-Man, just give each other a nickname, for the love of God.
Or just call each other by name.
Or like, hey Miles, hey Peter. Trust me, there are a million people named Peter in New York. You do not need to worry about it.
Yeah. and I'm sure there are plenty named Miles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, especially with Miles, like a lot of his story felt like just like side quests. Like, I don't like they were just trying to find a way to include him in like the Venom and like main story. And it sucks because like I love his gameplay because he has like the lightning shit and it's really cool.
Sorry.
But yeah, he kind of gets pushed to the side. And like in the Spider-Verse movies, what they do is they kill off Peter, and that's kind of how Miles like rises to the challenge.
Which I think
I don't like. I think if that happened in these games, there would be a lot of backlash.
Well, so when I finished the game, the credits were rolling, and I wrote this as what I think they're going to do for the third game.
Okay.
Miles Morales is critically injured by a mysterious new threat, bringing Peter Parker out of retirement, only to find his newest foe is none other than Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like, Peter will be retired, and then he like kind of has to come back, and then he dies at the end of Spider-Man 3.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna, if/when Peter dies, like people are gonna be mad because.
Yeah, but also like cry about it, I guess.
I know.
It's a video game.
Because I remember when the second one came out, there's like a scene where you play as like one of Miles' friends. I
loved that part.
But people were complaining that it was too like woke and stuff. And
yeah, guys, she's deaf.
Yeah, so basically,
did you know being deaf is woke?
Yeah. And she's also like a person of color, so they're like, "Ooh, this is so woke."
Being not white is woke.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, so basically, Miles like has a friend, and like I can't remember Haley, thank you. And I can't remember what you're doing, but like you get to play as her for a second, and I think it's really
paint.
It's really cool. Like
it is.
And I don't know. Like people were complaining about it, but I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of depictions of deaf people in video games, and I think that's important.
And what they do is they like muffle every single you hear like the tiniest, tiniest of noises, and you're like I was wearing big headphones, so I'm not saying it just immerses you in that experience, and like it's completely different because like you're playing as Miles, and then you cut to her, and it's just like whoa. Like you feel like you're in a completely different like world, and you are like I guess you are in a certain way, and the way they handle dialogue is or like not dialogue but like usually in games they have like an inner monologue that the characters like speak what they're thinking, but for her there's like little cartoonish emotions in the corner, and it's cute, and there's a cute cat in that mission, so I think that like also if you don't like that mission you should shut the fuck up because there's a cat in it.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 amazing things in that mission. 4 if you include the spray painting.
Yeah, I
think the missions are the best part of this game. The side missions.
The one with Yuri. Did you play that one?
I didn't like that one that much. It was okay.
I thought I like her a lot.
I hated her suit.
I also think her suit is stupid.
The suits in this game are kind of dog water. Miles' suit, he gets a new suit like at the end of the game, and he's like, I just wanted to like make a new look or something. It's like you look like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. That new suit with the blue on it looks so bad.
I like the original Peter one though. Like that one is unmatched. And they put it in Marvel Rivals. Oh, the advanced suit? Yes.
Yeah, I really like that.
Peter's voice actor Yuri Lowenthal, amazing. He's like in like almost like every game that I've freaking played before.
He has been in 821 projects.
Yeah, that tracks. Like I found out recently he voices like side characters in Nier Replicant. I was like, oh, that's why it sounds.
He was Ben 10 in Ben 10 Omniverse.
He's in everything. He's in like Drakengard 3. Like he plays like this really funny character.
Isn't that the horny game?
It's really it's so fucking horny.
Horny so Spider-Man.
Like, oh my god, I can't remember what game it was, but like, or where it's from, but like Yuri Lowenthal was saying, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you!"
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And people have like put like Peter Parker over it.
I think my favorite role of his is in Lego Marvel's Avengers when he plays S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good in that.
But yeah,
he plays Frodo Baggins in Lego Dimensions. What the fuck?
we also need to talk about like something that was like a big controversy with these games. Did you play with the original face models?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I played on PS4. I bought myself PS4 in like 2019, literally just to play this game. And I the face was awesome, I thought, and it was really cool and great. And then they changed it when they A, remastered the game, and B, came out with Miles. So they remastered it for PS5 and came with Miles Morales. They changed his face model to instead of just I think they went from just a normal model, a computer generated model, to a mocap model.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make it more expressive and fit more with the voice and the facial expressions. And I kind of hated it, and I think everyone else in the world did.
I think the main thing is people were like, oh, he kind of looks like Tom Holland.
He doesn't.
I don't know why people were like, I just
he's white. I don't know.
Like just white boy, white boy
short hair.
It's Tom Holland. Yeah. I don't like.
Like, by that logic, he looks like Tobey Maguire. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. I thought it was stupid. I don't know. I just think the different face model felt unnecessary, especially because in the first game it suited to the older one, and so I remember I was watching videos of the new one in the first game, and it just looks a little weird because you could tell that it's not made for that face model.
Yeah.
And I think it looks a little bit more natural in the second game. But
so I actually really hate all the faces in the second game. Mostly, they just look uncanny and kind of gross. And I think that's another thing with games is that they're pushing too much for realism. It becomes uncanny and a little gross, and I don't know. I just don't. I think the best face in the game, modeling wise, was Craven.
Yeah,
he looked cool as he suddenly looked cool. He looked real, and it was kind of terrifying actually. But I think Craven, Miles, Martin Lee.
I think just the main cast looks okay.
Except for Peter. I really did not like.
Peter.
Except for hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter. That and man, I thought Doc Ock died in the first game.
I thought he did too.
I guess not, because he's in the end credit scene of the second game. Well, so I didn't look it up, but what I think happened is maybe Peter spared Doc Ock to be I'm better than you. But he's at the end of the second game, and Norman Osborn goes up to him and is like, "Hi, what's going on?" And Doc Ock is like, "I'm writing the final chapter," which by that I mean I guess Spider-Man 3.
Okay, my internet is not working, but I swear to God, I thought he died too.
I also thought this.
I guess not.
I think it's just Aunt May died, and then we thought everyone died because that's all that mattered in the world. Rest in peace, Aunt May. I don't know. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, faces. Yeah, I feel like there's a big push for realism in games. But then you have Marvel Rivals is also using Unreal Engine 5. Marvel Rivals Glaze.
But it's very stylized.
And it's very stylized, and I really like that. And I think we should go for more stylization in games. But then again, realism, it does have its place in games like Batman Arkham, which I think a lot of
it has aged incredibly well. The graphics have aged incredibly well, in my opinion.
Especially Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight.
Oh my God, yeah. I have not played that one, but I've seen the graphics, and it's
one. People hate it. Fuck you. It's the best one. And also the best thing about the thing with the Arkham games is that they kind of pioneered this area of combat that was known in the games as in Batman games as free flow combat, which Spider-Man adopted and I think morphed and perfected in their own way to really make you feel like Spider-Man. That's the thing.
I think you're right about that, especially
lights. The combat's amazing in these games. The traversal is amazing,
and Arkham is awesome too. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, they had one team solely dedicated from 2009 to 2015, from the release of Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight, only working on cape physics for gliding.
That's fucking crazy.
And you can tell in Arkham Knight, it's what the fuck am I looking at? This looks real, and it's terrifyingly cool.
But yeah, the gameplay between these two series is very similar, but it still feels very different because Batman is a much darker character and Spider-Man is this quippy guy.
Which is an issue I did have with this game.
Yeah.
As I think when you bring Venom,
it's hard to
and
have
Craven,
those fun.
You need to have like despair and horror.
Yeah, it's hard to be joking about that. But yeah, like in both Arkham and these, like there's like stealth parts where like you can.
You play as Mary Jane Watson.
I was not going to talk about that, but I do have an issue with that.
I like those parts.
I will get to that in a second. Yeah, like in Batman and Spider-Man, like usually like what happens is like you're in like some like building or like open area where there's like a lot of like bad guys, and so what you have to do is kind of like take them out silently. Otherwise, you're gonna summon like the entire building on your ass.
Or you just fail.
Or you, yeah.
Because some of them, like, in Arkham, like, you can just, like, if they, like, see you or hear you or, like, they notify your position, like, they just kill hostages and you're like,
Yeah.
Or they shoot you immediately.
But yeah, like, there's multiple ways that you can go about it. Like, usually in the Spider-Man ones, I always do, like, the square one, which is, like, you, like, grab them and you web them up.
I've been so much more ballsy with stealth recently because of Metal Gear Solid, and I'm not just saying that to bring up Metal Gear Solid. It is true. Originally, when I like started to play, I first played. I think the first like games like this I played was Batman: Arkham Asylum back in like I want to say 2016, 2017. I was fucking terrified of stealth. I was like, holy shit! So I just wouldn't do it, and I would just fail. But playing Spider-Man 2, I was like finishing like whole entire bases in like 3 minutes, just going like, okay, kill, because like I'm like nothing is as bad as Metal Gear.
Yeah, like. I'm sorry to bring up Metal Gear. Like the cardboard box thing, like it took me so long to realize like how to make it work because if you're
how does it work?
Like you can only do it in certain areas. You need to have like a specific box for the area. So like say like there was like one in the first game that was like food. So you have to be like a food box, otherwise like enemies would know that you're full of shit and like walking around. And you also like
if you're a shit box, not a food box.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So basically like, and also if you're walking around with a box on your head, like they're gonna know that someone is there. But yeah, Metal Gear stealth is
it
is quite hard in my opinion.
It is.
And so a lot of these games seem like child's play compared to,
which I think is great, and I appreciate that because it makes me feel better at games than I actually am because I suck at video games.
I suck at Metal Gear Solid.
You know what I suck at?
I'm not good.
Elden Ring. I played that for 2 minutes. I had a fucking panic attack and I turned it off.
Did you play it on my PS5?
No, I have it. I have it on PS4. I bought it for myself for my birthday like a couple years ago. I spent $70 on it, and I played for 5 minutes. I'm like, I can't do this. Horrid.
I did play Elden Ring.
You played a no-hit run.
Little tears in my eyes.
Were you fat rolling? Did you have like 8 shields?
No, I'm so stupid. Guts from Berserk's sword is in the game. I was like, I'm gonna be like Guts. Like I'm gonna have a big fucking sword.
Guts?
But yeah, like, and it was like a hard, like there are like easier builds where like if you focus on magic, like you can fight them easier, but I have to be like up close and like bonking the shit out of them.
Bonk.
And so like there's one of my favorite characters is named Millennia. Because she has a very cool design. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
She's
yeah. She's like the really
she took
hard
me
boss.
2 fucking weeks to beat her.
Well, yeah. Did you see people who do like no-hit runs of her?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know
I think
how.
those people should be
I'm
studied.
just awful at that game. And the funny part is when I got a PS5, my save data did not transfer over, and I don't know how.
I'd kill myself.
I don't know how that didn't work. So I lost all of my trophies, all of my data, and I can't even go back and fix it because I gave my PS4 to Paxton's sister. So anyway, Spider-Man,
you're pretty good. Yeah, let's see. What else do I want to talk about?
I think I also like that in the first one and in the second one, obviously. Like, Peter's already an established Spider-Man, so we don't need, like, an origin story type of thing. Because, like, if you're playing the games, you probably have watched, like, the movies, comics, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So you kind of already have, like, an expectation of, like, who some of the villains might be and, like, how the story might go. So, like, kind of just like leaning you into the story as like an already established Spider-Man, I think makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I hate to bring up continuously bring up Batman, but I love Batman. It's like the whole thing in Batman films. It's like if you show us like the Waynes dying again, I will actually blow my brains out.
Like we already know.
We get it. They're dead. The pearls fell, Zack Snyder. Shut the fuck up. We don't need a 4-hour Justice League. Sorry, that's it. I have a bone to pick with that man.
Yeah. Mary Jane.
I love Mary Jane.
I like this is like a very big like criticism of the games, or like it's very agreed on by a lot of people. I think I've seen online is the Mary Jane scenes where you have to play as her. It's just.
I like it. It's fun. It's different.
It is different, but like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I could be beating the shit out of these guys as Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I think
I mean, it does give you like a different perspective of like a normal person going up against these guys, but like,
I mean, it's like it's my favorite part of the game, but also like I don't hate it and I don't care enough to be like.
Also, she's voiced by Laura Bailey. Really
Star
awesome.
of The Last of Us 2.
And Nier and Critical Role and a million other things. She's awesome.
Yeah, and I think she's Black Widow at Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, she is.
Because I was listening and I was like, is that
her husband voices Thor? I think.
Behold the god of thunder.
Anyway.
By the eye of Hakamoto.
Voiced by Liam O'Brien.
And the fucking voice of Magneto is Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's crazy shit, dude. I don't know. Voice acting is really cool. I love voice acting.
Yeah.
But
I think in the first game where he plays Mary Jane, it's just kind of like you're sneaking around people. But in the second one, she gets a gun.
No, she has a gun in the first one.
Oh, she does? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She gets the gun from Silver Sable, I think.
Like at the end, closer to the end of the game, right? Because I watched there was like a beginning part where you play as her,
it's just
where
throwing
it's just
rocks.
Yeah.
But now you have it's a gun and it turns into like an actual gun where you have to like actually shoot people.
But I think it only has a couple charges or something. Like
you
can't use it a ton.
It goes from like just a stun gun where you go like to enemies, like you can go behind them and stealth kill them. Then you get a sonic gun where you can shoot symbiotes.
Oh yeah.
And it has like 10 shots, and you if you headshot them, it's a one shot, one kill. And I don't play shooters on console, so I was like, I can't do it.
Not me. I'm goated.
I
can't keyboard
in Marvel Rivals. Yeah, okay.
Shut up. I can't fucking keyboard. I can't keyboard games.
I'm a keyboarder.
I like controller.
I like controller on games like this, but like if it's a shooter, I'm like I can't. I mean, I could. It's just painful.
I raw dog it.
Okay. On that note, missions in this game. I see. I wrote things down. I really like the side missions in this game because I think a big thing about Spider-Man is that he is a. I burped. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Very, very improper of me. Like his rogues gallery and his world and his lore is fucking huge.
I know.
And in this game, like they give you Mysterio.
Yeah.
Awesome design.
He's like supposed to be redeemed or something. Like I think he already fought Mysterio, I think is what happened. And then like now he's doing like a game like he's doing games, but like it turns out that he has like he's getting like framed or something. Yeah,
like his team is trying to like become a new Mysterio and frame him, and it's cool.
It's really interesting, yeah.
And his design is fucking awesome.
And let me clarify, I think the games that you're playing are like you have to like beat a certain amount of enemies in a certain amount of time. It's it's like challenges.
It's like Taskmaster challenges from the first game, except not as hard.
Yes.
Those things were fucking atrocious, and it was fun. It was really challenging, but it was hard.
Yeah, I liked those too.
But I will say, there's a couple things that I've noticed. The AR tech that you recreated crime scene, stolen from Batman.
Yeah.
Mysterio dreams shit, stolen from Batman as the Scarecrow suit fights. It's not actually stolen from Batman.
Like they reflavor it to make sense in like Spider-Man lore, but like you could tell like how much influence Arkham has on these games.
I mean, it's like Metal Gear like has had such radical influence in the world of gaming. So has the Arkham games. Like they are the quintessential superhero games. Like people may disagree that they're like, they might not like them, but like you cannot say they have not had such a large effect, because they have.
Exactly.
Kevin Conroy, rest in peace. I cried when he died. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, other side missions. Chameleon is brought up. I love Chameleon. That was Spider-Man's first villain. In his first ever comic appearance, he fought Chameleon. Really cool. So Kraven is killing Spider-Man villains, and he literally murders Scorpion with his own tail, and you just don't get to see anyone's reaction to it. That really bothered me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, holy fucking shit. Someone just got murdered, like one of Spider-Man's big villains, and you're just not going to do anything about it? Like, you're not going to say anything, you're not going to show anything? That was one of the...
I think that's also the issue with this game.
There's
because
there's
too much going on, and not enough, like, time to breathe or, like, actually give, like, reactions to it. And I would be honest, this is just an issue with games, is time crunches. And that is what I assume is probably happening, because the first one felt very fleshed out, and like the expectations for the second one to come out quickly and also be like good.
And like it still took 5 years for the game to come out.
Exactly.
So I mean, but also like I don't know how long Spider-Man was in development for the first one. I don't know either. Probably a fucking long time. But I mean,
I would just rather you take your time and make a polished game than just rush it or give it the cyberpunk treatment.
Wake the fuck up, Samurai.
Which I've heard is good now. I hear it's good now. I have it, but the release of it was an interesting thing. Also another side thing is like I think there's like these little spider bots or something, like the little collectible things. Yeah. And at the end of the side quest, like there's like a nod to the Spider-Verse movies, like there's the portal.
It was really cool.
And I was like, that's awesome. Like especially because Peter is in he's in one of the movies.
This version of Spider-Man is in the second Spider-Verse film. Like he's just there, and like Yuri Lowenthal was voicing him, and like he's in the graphics of the game still.
It's so cool.
Those movies are so good.
Like, and I saw him, I was like,
you did the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
There's a really good Carnage setup in this game.
With
that side quest Lex was talking about earlier with Yuri. The villain is like, it's called the Flame, and
it's
the leader
like
of
this
the cult is Cletus Cassidy, Carnage, and he steals the red symbiote. They set up Cindy Moon at the end, which is cool.
Oh shit, I'm trying to remember that.
Rio Morales, Miles' mother, is dating, and she is dating someone with the last name Moon, and then when they like finally meet, he's like, hey Miles, and this is my daughter, Cindy. And it's like, oh, Cindy Moon, Silk.
I've heard about the origin story of Silk though, and it's like freaky.
I don't really know too much. She's a really cool design.
She has a cool design, but I think the whole thing is like her and Peter are like attracted to each other, like.
I looked up Silk origin story. The Chinese suggest, however, that this discovery of silk was during the reign of the Yellow Emperor.
But yeah, I'm like 80% sure that like her actual origin story in the comics is like freaky, and like her.
I'm sorry. The discovery of the silkworm, according to legend.
Bro, look up Silk Marvel origin story.
That really caught me off guard. She was bitten as the same spider as Peter.
And then they like get like sexually attracted to each other, which I do not think is going to.
I didn't know that.
I don't think that's going to happen in these games if they set up Silk, because Cindy, I assume, is around the same age as Miles, and so that would be really freaky.
What I remember though is the spider bites Peter, the spider bites Silk, and then a guy finds the spider and makes it bite him. But he turns into, I think it's called Man Spider or something, and he is just a man made of spiders.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've heard of that.
Which is just fucking hilarious. Like, bro was like, I want superpowers, and then he just like got fucked up. My favorite part of the whole game is the mission with Howard, the man with the pigeons.
Oh yeah.
So in the first game, you have to collect all of Howard's pigeons. He's a homeless man who lives on a roof in New York, and he has like what are they called? Like one of the pigeon coop kind of things. I don't know. I'm not a pigeon expert. Pigeon experts in the comments, please tell us. They have them, and you find them all and blah blah blah. And then in the second game, you find Howard again. He's sitting at a pier and he's like, I'm gonna go on an adventure and like I'm gonna go on a trip finally. Like, and he's like making you look at all these monuments and you sit with him, and he's like, Spider-Man, I need you to relocate my pigeons. And you're like, okay, like yeah, I can do this. Because he wants to leave, and you go and do that, and it's really nice. There's this really nice song playing in the background that as you swing through the city and bring them to near where Peter lives, and then you go back to where Howard is, and there's an ambulance there, and he's dead.
I know, that was so heartbreaking.
I started fucking crying.
That one is so sad.
That, and there's a mission where a grandfather is lost in a park. A daughter loses her grandfather, and he's like going through the park, like retracing his steps with that he had, like places where he went with his wife. And you sit next to him on the bench as Spider-Man, and he's telling you about his wife and how much he misses her and how much he loves her, and it's like fucking heartbreaking.
I know the side stories are really strong,
and like that's like one of the best things about Spider-Man is that he is such a human character that is so grounded in the world of New York City and like just where he lives. He's like that's I think one of the reasons he has sustained his popularity since the 60s is that he's like the everyman hero. Like he's a kid originally.
Yeah.
And so, like people can relate to that and like the not knowing what
Miles
to do.
Now he's still a kid. Like
yes.
He's in high school. So like
he's trying to hit one of his big things in this game is he's trying to write a college essay.
Yeah.
Which is like, don't remind me.
I know. And also like like how he's so human. And I think that's a lot of issues with like current superheroes now is a lot of them are like these like cosmic like
and all stories are the end of the world.
Yeah. And Spider-Man's most of the time, minus like the symbiote shit, like they're not. It's just like
it's just freaks in suits.
Yeah, and like it like might be someone closer to him that's in danger, and I think that's like.
And sometimes people who are close to him that are causing the danger, which
it's crazy.
Cinema.
Yeah.
Hello, Peter.
But, and it's like some of the more like cosmic ones, like I think Guardians of the Galaxy, those ones work well too because there's like that genuine like family connection between them.
Like it's not Celestials. No, it's not Eternals. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
Also, I never watched that movie.
I thought it was okay.
I don't really
like
give a shit.
They had a really good cast, but they like kind of fumbled.
It looked pretty.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chloe Zhao, of course, it looks pretty. She's a good director, but like I don't know, whatever.
Anyway, and I think that's also I think why I haven't watched much of the Daredevil show, but I think that people are they making a Daredevil game or is that just what people?
They're making
want?
a Wolverine game.
Yes, I do.
I wish they would make a Daredevil game
because Daredevil is also very similarly like grounded in Hell's Kitchen in New York City, and I think that's why a lot of people like
and
it
he's
too.
An attorney, so like his like life, whether it is being a crime fighter or a this dude, is based around the ideas of justice, and I think that's really cool. And
I also want to mention something. There's like a teaser of Matt Murdock in the first game. There's like a little collectible thing, and it's like Matt Murdock's like business card.
It's his law.
And
it's his
like and
you can find his practice. Yeah. Too.
And Spider-Man says, "I don't know how he like knew how I was or who I was or something, but
he knows."
Yeah.
He knows.
Obviously.
I love that guy. That worries me about the new show. The showrunner
that's coming out like soon.
He said, the thing about the first one is that with the budget and all that, a lot of the scenes were just bogged down by lots of dialogue and people talking in rooms. And I'm like,
that's
for this
the good part.
We're going to have, it's going to be lots of action instead of talking. And I'm like, do you not know what made the show good, motherfucker? I guess not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daredevil is one of the best pieces of superhero media ever created.
I still need to watch more of it. I started
it.
But
it's peak.
But what I've seen is really cool. And I just like the like religious themes of like him being raised Catholic and then like
in the first episode.
Yeah, he was like confessing to
I think that's the opening of the episode.
Yeah, he was confessing to like a priest and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
He's like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And it's like, what have you done? And it's like, it's not for something I've done. It's for something I'm about to do.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Fire. It's just like a simple thing, but I just really love being able to swing around New York City. It feels so fluid and like it's just like you could do tricks and shit while you're swinging to like farm XP to level up, which is fun. And like I remember sometimes like this is before the second one came out, but like I would just open the first one just to like swing around, which is really fun. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, the fast travel in the new one is like,
holy shit!
It's like it happens.
It's
like
not even fast travel; it is teleportation.
And I think that was like the first case of that happening on the PS5, because I remember like people were hyped the fuck up about it, like because it is just so fluid.
I have not played like a new game, I think, since Horizon Forbidden West came out. So other than like Marvel Rivals, I guess, but like a console, like a AAA game, I have not played. And like I was just blown away by graphics in large part. Photo mode is incredible in this game. Like the voice acting, of course, is great. Like technically, it's a very good game.
But again, like I think the issue itself lies with the story, and just like we probably could have benefited for like 5 more hours of game time, or like a similar amount of game time to the original, like an extra 2 hours.
Or just like making it,
making it not have as many like kind of like.
Like I understand the whole. There's a whole story of Kraven's last hunt, and the symbiote suit is a part of that, and like there's a lot that has to do. Like there's a lot of things with that, but a game is not a comic, and you cannot build up what a comic has done over like decades.
Yeah.
In a game that's like 20 hours.
It's tough.
Sorry,
I just really like Doc Ock in the first game.
Hello, Peter. Sorry.
Especially because at the very start, like Peter and him are like working together on stuff, and so their relationship like is already established. And then like it just 360 turns, and like Doc Ock knows that Peter is Spider-Man. So there's a lot of like personal tension there as well.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
You're just gonna keep saying that every time I mention Doc Ock.
Hello, Peter.
There's also just like a lot of like nods and references to like other important parts of Spider-Man media. Like if you're swinging around, you can hear J. Jonah Jameson's like podcast, like shitting on Spider-Man, like as you're swinging around.
Speaking of podcasts, holy shit! So MJ works for the Daily Bugle, and like she's trying to write stories for JJ, and she's trying to JJJ, excuse me, and she's trying to like do what he wants, and blah blah blah, and then she quits by the end of the game, and she says, "Kiss my ass."
The first one?
No,
the second one. Yeah,
she says, "Kiss my ass," like Jonah, whatever the fuck, and then blah blah blah, and at the end of the fucking game, she starts a podcast called "The New Normal." And I wanted to smash my head into the screen.
Yeah.
Because that's like such like post-COVID fucking like the new normal. Shut up. Sorry.
I think it's because like at the end of the second game, like there's literally fucking symbiotes all over New York, and it's a really easy way to farm XP if you really want to. But
God, they are great to fight.
Yeah, like they're just like the symbiotes have taken over the city. They're like they've possessed people. Like they're just like everywhere, and like everywhere you go, like you're probably gonna get like jumped by one. And so I guess that's why, but still,
I don't. It's just like shut the. I'm just a hater. I don't know. Like the phrase "the new normal" just
so
really bothers me. Really bothers me. And also I just think it's really funny that she made a podcast. And her the way she was recording it, she had one mic set up and her phone was here, and then a laptop, and then she's recording it, and as soon as she's done sorry, I'm not speaking to the microphone. So I'm MJ right now. So she's doing this, just speaking to the microphone, done recording, immediately hits post. That's not how that works, God damn it. You know how many hours I use to edit this? Sorry.
Maybe she raw dogs it. Sorry, I keep saying that.
So we're not having a yawn counter this episode. We're having a raw dog counter.
I've actually been doing good not yawning. I think it's because I've been yapping.
Sorry.
What did you think of the MJ fight? So
it was so stupid.
It is.
It's so
basically she gets turned into a symbiote,
which is like a real character. Scream is a real symbiote character, but like
it felt I don't like the design, and
it was okay,
and 2 like it just.
I mean that's like Scream's design in the comics.
Oh.
So it's like more of like a hey look what we did, but like first of all you didn't need to fight MJ. B, it does nothing for anyone. C, I don't care. D, it's boring.
It felt unnecessary. It's just be like, hey guys, look at this thing from the comics that we know of. Like, look at it, awesome.
And like, you can do that.
But especially with the little amount of like story time that we're given, I feel like that could have been used in a better way.
Like, I really liked when Peter becomes symbiotified. He's like being a dick to everyone, obviously, because that's what happens in Spider-Man media. And like MJ like retaliates by writing this like hit piece on Spider-Man, and it's really cool. Like, I think that's a really interesting thing to like show a rocky relationship between them, because like, I mean, in a lot of Spider-Man media, it's kind of just like, yay.
They're happy.
And then there's like One More Day, which is like after fucking they get married.
Oh.
But then Peter rewrites all of history, like to save the world. Like he makes a deal with Mephisto. Mephisto? Do you remember that shit? Back like in fucking when WandaVision was coming out, they're like, it's Mephisto.
Yeah.
It's so fuck. MCU is cooked, man. What were we talking about?
Spider-Man. There's a lot of special suits in these games that are not
the suits in this game kind of suck.
Comics.
I'm
no,
sorry.
because they have Spider-Man 2099.
No, I mean, like, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Overwhelmingly, the suits that you can unlock in this game are kind of ugly as fuck.
I like the cat one for Miles.
That's the best one.
Don't at me. That's the one that I had on him the entire time.
That as soon as I unlocked it, that's all I did. I liked that one. I mean, the movie suits are cool. Obviously, like the Raimi and the Amazing Spider-Man ones are cool.
Of course.
There's a really cool like Venomized Miles one you get by the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
The comic symbiote suit I think is my favorite. The classic symbiote suit. The symbiote suits the symbiote designs in this game is really cool. Venom's design is amazing. Venom's voice actor Tony Todd, rest in peace, pioneer of horror films, and like the like he was one of the like first main like black actors in a horror film. He was a villain in Candyman. And then in the Candyman, like, I don't know if it was a sequel or a remake, but he was in that as well. And like his voice is amazing.
Wow.
Like fucking incredible. But yeah, like, I mean, this game does designs really well, I would say. Like Sandman is cool as fuck.
Oh my god, I still can't get over that intro fight where you're playing like Peter and Miles, and then
it's
like,
so seamless.
It's like,
man, the light's going on a lot.
I know. I was gonna ask you what you think of the like Venom suit on Peter and the anti-Venom one, because I thought that was cool.
I thought it was really cool. That's not really what anti-Venom is. Like in the comics, anti-Venom as a character or any of that. But, like,
sorry.
Yeah, whatever. I was. It's cool, okay.
No, I'm not making fun. I'm not actually making fun of you. I had to.
Crying. It was really cool though. Like in the purpose of this, like when they change lore for the purpose of the story, as long as it makes sense and it isn't just stupid, I don't really give a shit. And like this, I don't give a shit because it was cool as fuck for him to like become anti-venomized and like have that as an ability and like help him fight Venom.
Yeah. Especially Venom. Because like I think when you play as Venomized Peter, like you have like I don't know how to best to describe it, but it's basically like a fucking devil trigger, where like you press like L3 and R3, I think, and then like you become powerful.
Yeah, it's like a super mode, I guess.
That's why I called it devil trigger.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Devil May Cry, like you press L3 and R3, and then you become more powerful.
Or it's like in God of War. There's like rage
oh
mode.
Yeah, I think I remember that too.
Yeah.
I did not play much of the 2018 one, but
it's pretty good.
I don't know. It was good from what I played. I just have I have a really bad open world fatigue, if you can't tell.
I love open world games. Also, I just haven't played new games in a while.
I think in the case of Spider-Man and Arkham, they're very contained open worlds, I think.
Yeah, like in God of War, there's like different realms you can go to, and like it's just New York or it's just Gotham.
Yeah, and that's why like if it's very contained, like it's easy for me to play, or if it's like I'm gonna reference Final Fantasy. Like if it's like there are zones that are explorable and more open world, but it's not like the entire game itself is open world. You just go to different zones and then you can kind of go around I like that. I like the more contained ones.
What about Zelda? Like Breath of the Wild.
I played that in 2017. So
What about Tears of the Kingdom?
I did not play that one.
Wow. Okay. Fake fan.
I keep telling myself I need to play it. I don't have it, but I keep telling myself I need to.
I got a tattoo, motherfuckers.
But I really like Breath of the Wild, but I think the issue is with the success of it. So many games have been trying to replicate it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's also.
I mean, that kind of happened after Arkham too, with like.
Yeah.
Every game became punching simulator.
I do like punching simulators.
So do I, but like you got to make it a good punching simulator with good characters and Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
It has to have Kevin Conroy, so you can't make punching simulators anymore.
See, I think that's the issue with games. I don't know if film does it as much. Like if there's a successful film and then every film.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can't think of an example.
Well, the advent of slashers.
Oh, yeah.
Superhero films.
Cinematic universes.
The Western. The noir. All of these are like phases.
I think it's just more genre based though. Like.
No, it's genre instead of like stylism.
Yeah.
Because usually what happens with that is genre comes and then stylism goes out the window because it's made by like, I'm trying to think of a really bad director, Uwe Boll or something. Don't look up Uwe Boll.
I won't.
Yeah. Yes or no's. Does it work? This might be hard for you. I say yes.
I say yes to the first one and no to the second one.
Whoa! Wait, what?
I just like, I think again the issue is it's just too rushed and, like when you're waiting that when I'm waiting that long, like I would have just preferred to wait longer for a more polished game, or less rushed. Like I don't know, like it's like halfway between yes and no, but I'm leaning more towards no.
You have to pick one.
I know, that's why I said no.
Yeah, there's
like,
no in-betweens here.
And I don't like it was nominated for Game of the Year, which I do like. It
really?
didn't. It obviously didn't win.
What won?
Baldur's Gate, which
Baldur's
deserved
Gate?
it way more than this game.
I don't even know anything about that game. Like I do know a lot about it. I've never played it, but like I see why it won.
It's a very quality game.
It was also a cultural phenomena.
Exactly. Like you could spend like hundreds of hours just playing it and finding new things.
Incels and every gay person on earth, and I think that's beautiful. I think that is a beautiful thing.
My only issue with Baldur's Gate
is that you can fuck a bear.
Bad, but like it's technically it's a druid wild transforming into a bear, but like
still,
but like why is that in the game and not like?
Is that actually was that what you were gonna say?
No, I was gonna talk about something else. I'm kind of sad because they said they're not adding anything at all to the game. Like it's just as is, and I really wanted there to be like
another bear.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's like, but if you choose the man or the bear, I guess you can have both now.
You can what?
You could have both the man and the bear. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh shit. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. Anyway, like I wish there was more stuff beyond just like the basic like D&D like races, classes, like more fun things that
I think
they
it's
could
also
include,
a good thing like if a game does leave you wanting them to add more stuff like in certain ways.
And I still think that this game is incredibly polished and really good.
But it's like when you play it's either even if you play a bad game or a good game, either way you're gonna want more probably.
Yeah.
Which is like a weird paradox, I guess.
I want more of Spider-Man 2. Please.
I do too. Give me more. Give me Spider-Man 3 even. Is that even in development?
I mean probably, since I'm assuming the second one is
Doubt
successful.
it. Oh, also the voice actor and mocap guy for Norman Osborn was the other undercover cop in The Departed who got shot and killed.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to like insert that because I thought it was fun.
But yeah, I said no because there's a lot of room for improvement in the second one, but it's also incredibly hard to live up to the hype of a game that I think Spider-Man did Spider-Man win Game of the Year?
The first one?
Yeah, it was
2018. I think God of War might have.
2018, because like there was like a shit ton of games that came out that year. Yeah, God of War won. Red Dead Redemption 2 also came out the same year, so it was like 3.
I need to play that. Still.
I haven't played it either.
It looks really good.
But Spider-Man was a close contender for Game of the Year, I think, and the second one was not.
It looks. I mean, like there's no actual confirmation. I'm on Reddit right now.
I'm assuming that they're going to be making a third
but like,
one.
yeah, the amount of like it's by February of 2024, it sold 10 million copies, and it's been over a year since then.
So I'm assuming.
So like, why the fuck?
And also, it just got added to PC.
Yeah, so like, they're still supporting the game.
But that's also my issue. That it's not just Spider-Man, but like I fucking hate console exclusives. It is so stupid just to release it on like PS5 and then like 2 years later, like, hey, we're adding it to PC because why not? It's just so dumb.
That's why like fucking like Xbox is like dying right now. Like the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, he changed his bio on Twitter to head of Xbox to head of Microsoft Entertainment. Which is kind of worrying because, like, I don't know. Xbox was a huge part of my life. They never had any fucking games, but like,
no,
that's the first console I had, really. That was mine. I mean, I had the Wii before that, but like, I don't know. PC Master Race, I guess. Actually, that's probably not a thing I should say. PC GOAT.
PC GOAT. And Nintendo is also really guilty of this with their
Nintendo
fucking game exclusives.
Ass.
Just stop. Just everyone stop making game exclusives, please. No one wants to spend $500 just to buy a console just to play one fucking game.
And that's why I hadn't played Spider-Man 2 is because I don't want to fucking buy a PS5 that is the size of my fucking head and times 7, and I have a big forehead. And fucking just so I can play goddamn Spider-Man 2, and there's no other games, and there will be no other games till the end of fucking reality. I mean, Wolverine, I guess, but I'm not buying it for 2 fucking games. Sorry, I'm heated.
And there's just not that many. There's not even that many PS5 exclusives. Still, a lot of games that get released still have PS4 options. So it's just not
anymore.
Kind of like Marvel Rivals doesn't. But I think. Like for the past few years, like it's been very gradual.
They stopped the support, I think, last year, like at the beginning of last year.
But there's still like plenty of games that came out that you can still play on PS4. Like
no, yeah, I'm just salty.
But yeah,
as a PS4 owner,
stop console exclusives. It's stupid. No one's gonna listen to me say that. But
Phil Spencer's hearing you.
Yeah, and
John Sony, the head of Sony, is listening.
But I am very excited for the Wolverine game. I'm very curious to see what they'll do with that.
Because I think it's like rated M, probably. I mean, I hope it
Please.
is. For the love of God, it's Wolverine. Make him say fuck. Fuck.
Make him canon accurate height or comic accurate height.
I think he is
5'2".
Yeah, and
I'm the same height as him.
Wait, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
My mom. You're the same height as my mom.
I think. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Just imagine like
Short
someone.
Kings rise up.
Just imagine like someone sized me.
And he's going like, "Hey, bub."
Yeah, like he's trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, but
he's just a little guy.
I think I would be scared of him.
I would too.
I mean, like, look at his beard.
He's the same height as me, so like, I'd be like.
But he's also like 3 times as wide as you. He has the shoulders of like the Golden Gate Bridge. It's fucking crazy.
Okay. What else?
But yeah, I say yes. So I really like the game.
I think this is the first time I've said no.
I've never said no because I don't think I've said no. Yeah, no, I haven't.
I don't think I. This is the first time I have.
We just have to watch something really bad.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Well, we did Evil Dead like for a test episode.
Yeah, and we said no on that one because fuck that movie.
The remake, not the original.
The original's peak.
Were you able to find a thing to do for a quiz?
I did. So I'm quizzing Lex because there's no rhyme or reason to our quiz system. Who's quizzing who?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of forgot about it and life busy.
Okay, so this is between Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, the 2 games.
Is this on Backlogged?
I did use Backlogged.
Which is basically game equivalent of Letterboxd.
Except not as funny.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so this one from DJS Cheddar, 2 stars. Oh, wait, I never asked. I never said, let's take a quiz! Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the intro.
Amazing.
Yeah, cool. From DJS Cheddar, 2 stars. I've never played any major game that comes off this infantile and soy and basic before. It's like a season of Paw Patrol produced by Tesla. Legitimately painful at times.
The second one?
Yeah. Soy Spider-Man. This is from Kid_Diddlesworth. 4 stars. Swing good, stealth bad.
First one?
Yeah, holy shit. I need to write this down.
Oh, also,
actually.
like, I like how when you play as Miles, you can turn invisible.
And you can't even say my name.
Because it's easy to get out of the situation.
Thank you
And
for
I
that.
definitely did not just insert that to make a Metal Gear.
I actually
reference.
forgot he could in the second game until like the end.
Oh, were you
So I
just
just
doing it
never
without?
used it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. No. 2. Cool. Okay. I do have 10, by the way.
Okay.
Should have taken... I don't know if you'll get this one. Do you know much about the comics? Okay, I'll skip that one.
No, you can do it. I still do it out of curiosity.
Should have taken inspiration from actually good Spider-Man. Oh, from Destroyer of Mid, half star. Should have taken inspiration from actually good Spider-Man storylines, like One More Day, The Clone Saga, and Spider-Man Reign. These are all infamously bad Spider-Man stories that nobody likes. I think it's satire.
Is that it?
Yes.
The second one.
No! Wrong! First one.
That's stupid as hell.
Okay.
But
This is
okay.
from
Not you, the review.
Wow.
Not the review! The review!
Wow. This is from Kijimoshi, 3.5 stars. MJ, Peter, I want your cock. Harry, I need your cock now, Pete. Craven. Actually, I want his cock in my collection. Venom, our cock.
It's obviously the second one. Sorry, God. Oh my God. The voice is really added to it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
The Venom one. So good. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is from Worcesterose, very close to the word Worcester.
Or Westeros.
No, Worcester.
Actually,
do you think Westeros is based on Worcester? Are you crying?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's the goal.
I'm crying because I'm so passionate
About
and not just and I didn't just lose it at Venom. I want your cock, Peter.
Our cock. Okay, really makes... Oh, yeah, Worcesterose, 3.5 stars. Really makes you feel like you're in a legal battle between Marvel and Sony.
First?
Yes. Correct time period. Okay, you're 4-1 right now. You're doing pretty good.
Wait, I'm goated.
The 5 stars from Untitled. The advanced haptics on the DualSense controller are so immersive. I can feel Venom inside of me.
Oh God. The second one.
Yeah. All the
So
Venom reviews are
stupid.
so sexual. Oh, no, that's how you do.
People are monster fuckers.
I mean, 19 inches. That's how they advertise it that way. It's not.
Oh, it was like 19. So for reference, this is like they advertised this with the game. You could get like a Venom fucking statue. It was 19 inches of Venom.
That's what they said. 19 inches. You can get 19 inches of Venom. And I mean, I wish I got it. What?
Bro.
From Wonder Magenta, 2.5 stars. Game about making your loved ones understand you by punching them really hard.
First?
No, second one. Oh wait, no.
No.
I must just give you the point.
Yay! give me the extra
Okay,
point.
so we have 3 more.
Okay.
3 more. That's my
You
Nosferatu
must
impression.
bounce on it, crazy style.
Jack Bowman really likes that movie.
I still haven't watched it,
It's
which is
pretty
like,
good.
which I feel like is stupid
For
of
you
me.
is crazy.
I know. I need to. Lock
You love
in.
horny vampire.
I do.
Okay, this is from Evil Resident.
What?
The residents in this town.
Are evil.
2. Okay. I felt like Spider-Man.
The first one.
Yes. The joke behind that is that literally every fucking review for the Batman games was, it makes you feel like Batman.
Oh my God! Do you remember the review about Miles? Like, has the swagger of like.
Oh my god! Wait, we gotta pull that up. That shit was crazy.
Like, oh
Miles Morales review meme videos.
The exaggerated swagger of a black teen. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is from a real game journalist.
The way he leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
What the fuck?
Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, quiz.
That was definitely a white guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I think I only got 9.
That's fine.
Wait, where's... Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I missing one? What happened? What's going on?
It's okay. It's okay if you don't have the other ones, especially because we could say I won.
Okay, the last one. From Pierce, half star. Genuine financial malpractice to spend any budget on something this offensively shitty.
Second?
No, Spider-Man Lotus, the movie.
Oh my god! Oh my
one
god!
where Spider-Man says
the
slurs.
Racist Spider-Man.
Racist Spider-Man.
Or the recent Spider-Man show that came out, the voice actor was like, "Oh, it's not too woke."
Yeah, he's like,
bro, what the fuck are you talking
he
about?
said it won't be annoying and woke. And also the animation, that fucking show looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it because it looks like more like Peter Parker-y, like young Spider-Man, and I like that kind of stuff. But whatever. What can you do? Lex won.
I'm goaded.
3 to 6. Wait, that is 9. I just can't count. Oops, I can't read.
Oh wait, I can't read. From Knuckles.
Knuckle. Okay, we have viewer questions now. We actually got an email. We got 2 emails.
Wait, we got emails?
Yeah.
Wait, let me pull them up. Yay!
Can you actually? Can you go to the Instagram group chat? Actually.
Oh yeah.
Because we got one. We forgot to ask other people for this, so I asked our friends. We were in a group chat of 8 people, so there would be 6 people who would give us questions, and 1 person gave us a question. So thank you, Kai, and it's a really good question. Okay, so we got 2 emails from the same person actually. From Rachel DeAngelis.
Yeah, let me check the group chat.
So this one is called Q for the Pod. That's the subject line. Hi, sinners. We all know of remakes that sucked and didn't need to be made at all ever. But what's a piece of media that you think does need a remake? What would it add to the same content? What would you do different or the same? From Rachel. That's a really good question. Something that needs to be remade. I wouldn't say remade, but they should definitely re-release like every old Nintendo game so you can get them. Other than that, though, like they should remake Transformers and make it a good movie.
Is there any in the group chat? I'm trying to see, but I don't think I saw any.
Kai just asked what our favorite ice cream flavor is.
Oh, mine is mocha chip.
Damn, that was quick.
Or the chocolatiest chocolate flavor ever. Like just lots of chocolate.
There's this really good one I had. It was called I think it was something, I don't know. It was like banana based ice cream, like or banana flavored ice cream with like frozen banana, peanut butter swirl, graham cracker swirl, and Oreo cream. Shit was fire. But yeah, but things that need to be remade. That's a See, the thing is with that is that like I am only thinking of good things right now. What's a bad thing that should be remade? Oh, I mean the Daredevil movie from 2003 is awful, and I think the TV show really did do that well, so that's not answering her question.
I mentioned this already, but the Queen of the Damned movie is not very good.
Oh yeah.
But I think they are addressing it because Interview with the Vampire 3rd season. So they're gonna keep getting to it, and I assume that they're probably not gonna rush it as much. So, but yeah, I think that will probably be done better than the show, but they don't have the new metal vibe. So, and I guess like in general, I think a lot of games that are inaccessible now, or just like are probably could benefit from better technology, would probably benefit from a remake. Like the original Drakengard is really shitty. It's kind of on purpose. But it's also like inaccessible, and if you try to buy a PlayStation 2 copy, it's like $300. And you could only emulate it. So I personally think they should remake it because I think that would be cool. But I know Square Enix won't do that because it is a very controversial game.
Horny game. What's it? I don't know. The games I played growing up were like Mario and like Lego Batman, and I didn't really get into like
Devil May Cry 1.
Okay.
And Devil May Cry 2.
Okay. And Devil May Cry 3?
No.
No,
that one is from 2005, but I think it's fine as is, but I think there's a chance that it does get remade because it's like one of the most popular games.
Metal Gear Solid 4. Release it somewhere. Please.
Please.
Let me play it.
We don't like it's perfect as it. Like the graphics are great, gameplay's great. Just
let me play it.
Because they're probably going to put in the fucking HD collection volume 2.
Sorry, Rachel. This isn't really answering your question. This is more of just us complaining about accessibility.
Yeah. What is? Oh, the other one is if you were a Minecraft block, which block would you be?
Rachel, that's a really good question. I think we should choose each other's. Okay, this is not me saying you're depressed, but crying Obsidian.
I was gonna say Obsidian for myself.
I'm goated.
I'm trying to think of.
But crying Obsidian is much cooler because it has those purple, like, the glowing purple. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one for you. Let me pull up Minecraft blocks.
Minecraft blocks.
Sorry. It's been a hot minute since I...
Did you craft it in mind?
Minecraft... Okay. Well... This is not...
Miners! Sorry.
Do you want to be a fishing rod?
What?
I don't fucking know. I'm trying to like. There's like that. I'm trying to think of other blocks.
This is
diamond. You shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. This is a fake friend right here.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Man, I love fishing. I would be so happy.
Oh, is that the joke?
Yeah.
I didn't get the joke. Maybe I'm the bad friend.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably something blue.
If I was green, I would die.
Water.
What?
Because you drink a lot of water.
Okay, I like that. I like that one. It's empty. I need more. And on that note, my alarm's going to go off in less than a minute, so I think we should wrap up the episode.
Do you want to do things, watching, listening, reading too? Blah, 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 blah.
I've done nothing.
I've also done nothing.
I've been doing a lot of work.
Homework.
Oh.
You could turn that off. I can't hear it. Oh, now I can vaguely hear it.
Yeah.
I've been listening. I went to Alcest in Boston last night.
Whenever you say that or I read it, I think you're gonna say incest. I get really scared. And like, I'm not trying to make a joke. It's just
that's the thing I did. They're a really cool like black metal / shoegaze fusion band. And you should check them out. And you could tell that I went to a show because I have X's on my hands.
No, Lex just has those there.
I fucking would get like a tattoo of them because it's cool, but I don't know. Society, you know, job stoppers, whatever. Anyway.
Oh shit! Hide the tattoos.
Anyway,
I'm already fucked.
I hope you enjoyed this mess of an episode.
I played Marvel Rifles.
Me too. I'm excited for Johnny Storm and the
It's clobbering time! That was pretty good. I think it was pretty good.
Okay.
I can't wait for Johnny Storm to sexually
please send
harass
us
everyone.
Questions.
Yes, email.
Instagram, Spotify, everything.
originalsin@pad@gmail.com with a C, not an S. Same on Instagram. Original Sin Pod. Same on YouTube. Original Sin. We love you all. Goodbye.
Bye. My final message. Change the world. Goodbye.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.